250,000 barrels per day, Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemicals. According to a Twitter statement by the Dangote Group, the refinery will be churning out premium motor spirits (PMS), diesel, agro, aviation jet fuel, and dual-purpose kerosene (DPK), among other refined products. The launch of the refinery is expected to take place in Lagos State. Experts believe that the Dangote refinery could help achieve macroeconomic stability in Nigeria. However, they say it cannot eradicate all the problems in Nigeria's oil sector. The plant is arguably Africa's biggest oil refinery and the world's biggest simple train facility. The leadership of the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, has suspended its one-week warning strike. President of the association, Dr. Emeka Oji, said the association suspended the action for 2 weeks after reaching some agreement with the government on Friday. He, however, stated that the doctors will meet again on the 2nd day of June this year to review progress made with the agreement signed, after which the association will decide on their next line of action. On May 17, NARD began a 5-day warning strike to press home its demands after a 14-day ultimatum to the government lapsed. The doctors are demanding, among other things, the payment of all salary arrears for their members, as well as the immediate upgrade of infrastructure in public hospitals. The presidency says President Muhammadu Buhari is fulfilled living as Nigeria's leader after serving for 8 years. Presidential aide Garba Shehu noted that his principal has done his best for the country. According to Garba Shehu, the president is satisfied going home for the next president to contribute and build on the foundations he has laid. While President Buhari recently apologized to Nigerians over his government's actions and inactions, asking for forgiveness, Garba Shehu says the action does not connote wrongdoing. Garba Shehu said some persons may have been inadvertently offended by Buhari's action, but such actions are not intentional. The Bishop of Ondo Catholic Diocese, Jude Arugundade, has tasked the incoming administration of Bola Tinubu to unite every part of Nigeria. The bishop, who spoke at the celebration of 57th World Communication Day held at Sacred Heart Cathedral, said the new government must give every Nigerian a sense of belonging. OSROC's Zaid Aribisala reports that the clergy charge media practitioners to discharge their duties with recourse to the truth and justice.
In recognition of the important role of the media for the propagation of the gospel and societal development, years ago, the Catholic Church set aside a Sunday for the celebration of World Communications Day. On the occasion of the 57th World Communications Day, media practitioners in Ondo State gathered at the Sacred Heart Catholic Cathedral in Akure, the state capital, for a special church service. The theme of this year's celebration is Speaking with the Heart, the Truth in Love. The Bishop of Catholic Diocese of Ondo, Jude Arugundade, in his homily said the occasion is important to appraise salient matters for Nigeria's development. Bishop Arugundade tasked media professionals to engender development and social cohesion by propagating the message of truth and love.
We must find a way in which we can bring everybody together under shared values, shared platform, a platform where we can discuss and live together and respect one another and grow together as a people. And in achieving this, those of you who are media practitioners have a lot to do.
The Ondo Catholic Diocese Bishop called on the incoming administration of Bola Tinubu to ensure the will of Nigerians are not subverted to strengthen nationhood.
And anyone who is coming to power at this moment has to begin to think, how can we have a nation, a country that everybody can belong to, a country that we can all be proud about?
At At the end of the church service, the media professionals regrouped for a lecture on the celebration theme, which was delivered by Professor Mobolanle Oniya of the Federal University of Technology, Akure.
The fourth estate of the realm has the capacity to redefine the reordering of our social culture.
The chairman, Nigeria Union of Journalists, Ondo State Council, Mr. Leki Adegbite, his counterpart, the chairman, Catholic Media Practitioners Association of Nigeria, Ondo State Chapter, Sunday Ajongbolo, as well as other journalists, pledged to uphold ethics in the discharge of their duties.
Us as a journalist, to have a rethink on issues affecting our society. Think deeply. Whatever we are going to be reporting, we are going to be saying, whatever we are going to be showcasing or writing for our people, we should always exhibit and imbibe the fear of Almighty God.
Actually looking forward to ensure that things are being done properly, and the word peace should be actually taken out, dished out from our colleagues.
First and foremost, there must be believability. That is where you also talk about truth. The truth is also sacrosanct. There must be truth in what you say.
The 2023 World Communications Day is closing with a prayer-leading message to journalists and indeed every Nigerian that where there is shouting, let us practice listening, and where there is ambiguity, let us bring clarity, and above all, where there is falsehood, let us bring truth. Sahid Aribisala, or South News.
Selected farmers in Ondo State have been trained by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development on climate-resilient practice in cassava production. The training and empowerment of cassava farmers, as well as extension agents in the Southwest, Ondo State Commissioner for Agriculture and Forestry, Olayato Aribo, said government will not relent in boosting the agricultural sector of the state by taking necessary steps to improve food sufficiency and security in the state. Joy Pius reports that the Ondo State government is partnering Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development to boost cassava production in the state.
Cassava is an important tropical root crop which grows in almost all the states in Nigeria. It is processed to several food forms, among which are gari and fufu, and also used as animal feed and starch. Nigeria currently holds the record as the largest producer of cassava in the world, hence the need to maintain its production. To this end, cassava farmers converged on the Ministry of Agriculture, Akure, for the training and demonstration of climate-resilient practice in cassava production, organized by the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development in partnership with the Ondo State government. Declaring the training open, the Commissioner for Agriculture and Forestry, Mr. Olayato Aribo, represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Mr. Edward Ogumola, reiterated government's commitment towards the improvement of agriculture in the state, calling on all participants to key into the opportunity.
When they are taught the various method of how they go by their production, they go by increasing their productivity, invariably the output of the state will also improve. We join them to listen attentively to the lectures so that they can benefit maximally.
The representative of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, Oluwaseyi Akeredolu, said the training is designed to build the capacity of farmers in climate change and adaptation to improve production, adding that it is expected to increase productivity and promote small, medium and large-scale commercial production of cassava using improved high-yielding varieties.
Most of them, they don't have the knowledge, the period or time, the weather condition in their product. They don't have the knowledge that this weather condition can really affect their crop, the time they can plant, and when there is a change in condition of weather, what they can do. So federal government now thought of it on educating them so that by the time they plant their crops, they will be able to have a good yield.
Mr. Gbenga Olorunfemi took the farmers on a technical session as they were taught on new farming techniques of cultivating cassava to increase its production, after which they proceeded for field demonstration. Participants in the program are thankful for the opportunity accorded them.
It's going to help us because we are going to train our farmers in other local governments, and we are going to let them the new varieties of cassava that is out that will produce more yield than the others we are using before.
We are to explain this training to go to the field to train the other farmers how they can improve in the new varieties of cassava, and as they are improving, the yield will be increased, and through the increasing of the yield, there will be more income in their farming activities, and it will make cassava planting to be more lucrative to our farmers.
Cassava is important not just as a food crop, but also as a major source of income. Therefore, participants are expected to maximize the training in order to improve cassava production in the state. Joy Pius, OSLC News.
That's the news. Thanks so much for watching. Good morning.